the road again.
Hello everyone and welcome to
All Roads Lead to Rhodey.
An inside look at the University of Rhode Island's athletic departments,
athletes,
coaches,
and the administrators that make it all happen.
We'll take you through and introduce you to the storylines and the people within URI athletics.
Go Rhodey!
All Roads Lead to Rhodey, brought to you by Phil's on Main Street in Wakefield. From breakfast to dining to drinks, your destination in Wakefield. By the Muse Tavern, 69 microbrews on tap. And by Dave's Market, the largest locally owned grocery store in Rhode Island. And by University Foot and Ankle Center.
Well, what keeps your athletes and personnel going?
That's the Rhodey Ruckus, fan base here at Rhodey, and they sit right here.
I entered the Ruckus to show you what they're all about. From t-shirts to priority seating.
When I think of Rhodey Ruckus, I think of my vocal cords getting blown out because I scream along with them. It makes me feel like I'm in school again, keeps me young. So I'm happy to have them here, and I'm happy that they're screaming and passionate about Rhodey like I am.
John Vanner has been hosting URI games for 10 years and sees a progression of passionate fan base in basketball.
And the fan base is becoming so passionate again, and there's a renewed excitement. So I love coming here. I love when people are here and loud. So I love seeing a packed house, and hopefully it'll be packed all season.
It's the calm before the ruckus. Soon all these seats will be filled for the kickoff of the URI basketball season. Players say Rhodey Ruckus gives them motivation.
Just able to see all these seats filled, like when we come out the locker room, is like it's just a blessing. Like just knowing that there's a lot of people behind us that supporting us and like want to see us do good at the end of the day. It just makes us want to keep them happy.
Coach Dan Hurley believes Rhodey Ruckus is more than just a student fan club. He says it's a look into how spirited the university is.
And there's no feeling like coming through that tunnel in the Ryan Center and seeing the packed student body and a packed Ryan Center, nothing like it.
And for the fans, they will keep on yelling louder just to make sure the basketball players know that they're behind them.
I love it because it just reminds me that I bleed Keene blue and I love this university so much and I love it. It's a different experience than just going to a basketball game. It's so much more than that.
You know, hype is an understatement when it comes to the student basketball experience.
And with a ruckus like ours, there's no reason why the Rams won't have another great season. We even have a mini ruckus.
To see a feature about Jarvis Garrett and his twin boys, check out our YouTube channel and our social media.
Nothing quite says URI athletics like the success of the men's basketball team over the last few years.
And no one else has represented this team's resilience and fortitude like senior guard E.C. Matthews.
I got to talk to our very own E.C. Matthews about his second season off an ACL injury, as well as his feelings about his senior season.
Senior guard E.C. Matthews is gearing up for his final season as a Ram, and URI has had quite an impact on the star player.
It's impacted, in a lot of ways. Definitely just growing up and turning into a man. Just the culture, and basketball. I have the chance to play professionally. So far it's been going real well, but I'm trying to end off my senior year in the history books.
It was only 2 years ago when EC had torn his ACL, but he says that it allowed him to find what he was missing in his game.
It was hard, just coming back the whole year last year. I didn't really have it, and being patient. I wasn't really used to being patient, and I kind of found it, my niche towards the end. And the fact that I'm 100% now, I have a lot of confidence coming into the new year. So I'm very excited.
Although basketball has a big impact on EC, a certain meal of the day also has quite an impact on the star player as well.
I understand you have a sandwich at Albies named after you. Can you tell me something about that?
I'm from the Midwest, and when I came out here, I love getting breakfast. My mom used to make it for dinner sometimes. So I asked Albies, could I have like a breakfast sandwich, with sausage, bacon, egg, and on an English muffin. But the twist was to put a jelly on it, and people would be like, "No way! Like, who are you? Like, where are you from? Why you put jelly on it?" I'm like, "Yo, you just gotta try. Like, it's real good." And then, since then, I don't know. It kind of blew up. Like, everybody on my team gets it. A lot of people that I know gets it. So hopefully, everybody can get it.
Jelly's kind of weird, but all right.
Comfortable here. The people I met, I'm comfortable with them. So just the relationships, I'm gonna miss being around like this place and the people and the coaches. So
It's bittersweet knowing this is EC's last season playing for the Rhodey Rams. His dedication and commitment is shown through his play on the court.
Unfortunately, EC is out for the next 4 to 6 weeks with a wrist fracture, but he should be back for conference play.
We're here at Mackel Fieldhouse, just a few hundred feet away from the Ryan Center.
Here is the home of URI's women's track and field team.
They were just awarded their 5th straight U.S. Track and Field Coaches Association All-Academic Honors.
I took a look at how they're able to balance their schoolwork with their athletics.
Being a student athlete is no easy task. Maintaining a high grade point average while competing at a Division I level is even more difficult. For the students on the track team, they say that the most difficult thing is managing their time.
Obviously, there's a lot of requirements from academics and athletics, so pretty much your days are taken up and you just have to prioritize what comes first, how to get your homework done, make sure that you're not slacking off because every minute of your day is really important.
So where most people after they get out of class are like, oh, I have a good 3 hours where I can just do homework. I don't have that. I have to go to practice, and then I have to eat dinner, and I have all this other stuff. So I think that's one of the most difficult things, is just not having as much time as everybody.
Coach Veit Melnick recognizes the difficulty of being a student athlete and is amazed at the way that her athletes are able to balance it all.
Oh, just that we're very proud of them, and it honestly, it does amaze me how they can be a pharmacy student and do a sport for 4 or 5 years.
And although it might be difficult, the athletes say that they wouldn't have it any other way.
It's definitely difficult, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for a second. I love being an athlete. I love being in college. It's a great time.
On the road again.
Coming up next, there are many familiar faces on the men's basketball bench, but there's a new face to the coaching staff. Who is the mystery man on the Rams bench?
Providence versus URI. What always makes this rivalry such a high-intensity game? Find out next on All Roads Lead to Rhody.
Ugly, embarrassing toenail fungus. Half of all Americans will experience it, but here's good news. University Foot and Ankle Center is the first and only practice in Rhode Island to offer the revolutionary FDA-approved Cutera laser treatment that puts patient safety and comfort first. No oral medication that can cause side effects. No messy topical treatments that often fail. Call University Foot and Ankle Center today and make an appointment with one of our doctors, or visit our website at universityfootandanklecenter.com and stop toenail fungus.
Since 1969, when Dave Cesario decided he was going to open a fruit stand where he could sell fruit and produce to the local people in Warwick, Rhode Island, called Dave's Fruitland, to today, when Dave's Marketplace has an outstanding reputation for quality products and superior customer service. The journey has been rewarding. Throughout the years, Dave's Marketplace has shown continued growth in both number of employees and sales. Congratulations!